Mm-hmm. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you hear me? Please let me know in the chat. This is my last video. I'm gonna tell you why. So calm down, hold your horses. Just seeing if everything's working fine here on my end. Let's see. If you can hear me clearly, please let me know in the chat. If you can see me clearly, please let me know in the chat. This setup here, I'm just getting started. We got a lot to talk about. So, hello, hello, hello. Ask your questions in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me or see me. Let me know if it's all good. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen from here on in, okay? Okay. All right, so if you read the title, this is my last video on swimming. Gotcha. Okay. Now it's like, what last video? What are you talking about, Justin? Where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. Okay, relax. Relax. Cool, hombre. Cool. This is my last video on swimming. I'm gonna tell you why. You've probably seen it coming for a long time. I've been doing swimming. I've been covering swimming for so many years. I wrote the book on swimming. All right, just look at my YouTube channel. Okay, all the videos are there. Okay, all the information's there. You know, if I keep making more swimming videos, I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, so you probably heard of a YouTuber named PewDiePie. You know his story. When he started YouTube, he started with gaming, but eventually he went crazy. He got tired of doing gaming all the time, so he changed his niche on YouTube, and he's still making videos. It's just on a different topic. And to be honest, I like his vlogs now in Japan because they're a lot more interesting than just what was currently pumping out was like those reaction videos, you know, reacting to other videos. Because that's where he branched off into, right? From gaming to reaction videos. I didn't really care about those videos. They were too much cutting and splicing and ADD. It's for kids, okay? I like the Japanese vlogs, his Japanese vlogs, because if you don't know, I lived in Korea for many, many years. So I understand from his perspective what he's experiencing, okay? And what he's going to transition into, you know, just trying to adapt to a new country, a new culture, a new place. So I really like where he's going now. And he's still PewDiePie. I'm still Justin, but I'm going to be transitioning my channel here, my YouTube channel, into other areas. Okay? Just like PewDiePie. I'm just letting you know, okay? So I'm not going away, okay? It's just my last video on swimming. So if you have any swimming related questions, please ask them in the chat. I will answer them right now because this is your last chance. This is your last chance. Once this video's finished, no more swimming videos from Justin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. I'm gonna go crazy if I make another front crawl video. Please don't make me do this. Okay? If you want to see me happy, if you want to be happy as a viewer, you gotta let a creator evolve. Okay? Make new stuff. Okay? So what you don't know about me, maybe you don't know, is that I'm also a musician. I'm a recording artist. I started this YouTube channel as a recording artist, right? I was an indie musician in Korea. I had my own band and all that. I play guitar, record music, play live shows and all that. Okay, so I really feel sorry for bands that have hit the mainstream. The first band that I think of is U2. You know U2. When you think of U2, what do you think of? You think of With or Without You, Where the Streets Have No Name. They keep playing those two damn songs in every live show from the moment that they recorded that song until the day they die. They will keep playing that song. I feel sorry for them because they are trapped in the loop, the musician's loop, right? They have no way of expressing their creativity because no one wants to listen to their new stuff. They want to listen to the classic stuff always. So whenever they go on stage, whenever Bono goes on stage, he knows that the fans are not there to listen to his new stuff. They want to listen to that old stuff of his every time. It's going to drive him nuts. I feel sorry for Bono. I feel sorry for YouTube. Just trapped in that loop. And that is a curse. A blessing and a curse if you are a mainstream musician, to play your greatest hits every time you go on stage. Right? And it's like that's all they do. So that would drive me nuts. And that's why a lot of musicians turn to drugs. Fortunately, I did not turn to drugs. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just fidgeting here. This is how I multitask, okay? If you're wondering why I'm doing this. So this is a habit I do. I'll explain this in a few seconds or a few minutes later. So yeah, if you can hear me, please say so in the chat. If you can see me, please say so in the chat. If you have swimming questions, this is your last chance. So ask them in the chat. I will answer them. So let's get this started. Okay, now, first question I want to ask you when it comes to swimming is, when is the best time to swim? A better question actually is, when is the best time to visit Disneyland? Okay, think about it. When is the best time to visit Disneyland? The answer, if you've been to Disneyland many, many times, is when it's not busy. When is Disneyland the busiest? Summertime, when everyone's on vacation. They're all thinking the same thing. I want to go to Disneyland in the summer because I have my vacation. When is the best time to go swimming? When it's not busy. When is it not busy? Any time outside of summer is my answer. Okay? If you want to learn swimming, you should learn it outside of summer. Why? Because everyone's in the pool. Everyone is in the pool in the summertime. Everybody. Grandmas, families, kids, lifeguards, everyone's in the water. They're all trying to swim. They're all playing. Maybe they don't want to learn strokes. They're just goofing off. So it's just one giant orgy of people in the pool. And I can say this because I go to the pool every day. I go to public pool. I go to private pools. I see people everywhere. Everywhere. It's always rush hour. Just imagine you're driving and it's always rush hour. That's what it's like in summertime. Because everyone's thinking the same thing. Oh, it's hot. Weather's hot. It's hot right now in Vancouver, and everyone wants to be in the water to cool off and goof off. And guess what happens? I say this every time. When you're in the water with so many people, people start peeing, people start spitting, people start spreading their germs and viruses. Dandruff gel, hairspray, cologne, dead skin cells, perspiration, crusty eyes, gunk in their junk, foot fungus. All of that nasty stuff that's on your body when you take a shower ends up in the pool because people don't rinse before they enter the public pool. I'm telling you the truth. People get so offended when I say this. But being a lifeguard and a swim instructor for over 20 years and handling the pool water myself, I dump that chlorine in the water every day. I can tell you for a fact, there's a reason why we dump buckets of chlorine in the water. It's because there's just so much germs and filth in the water that we have to kill. So, if you're trying to learn how to swim, you should learn how to swim starting tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow is September 1st. No. Actually, no. 2 days from now is September 1st. It's August 30th. Okay, this is 31st. 2 days from now is September 1st. And September 1st is the beginning of the new season, fall. Okay, when the kids go back to school, people go back to work, vacation's over, quiet. The pool is quiet now. That's the time when to go swimming. Okay, that is the time to start learning to swim. Okay, the traffic starts to die down. Okay, and if you're going to learn how to swim, yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, pool's filthy and all that. I'll show you some ways around it. Okay, but it's the best time to learn how to swim outside of summer, is what I'm saying. Yeah. It is a cesspool. Any advice of coaching adults? What do you think of Melon Dash from? I don't really watch other swimming YouTube channels because I don't know. I don't. I have no desire to look at swimming. I live, breathe, and do swimming. I teach it. I taught today. I mean, why do I need to sit down on my and relax and chill and watch more swimming videos from other people? I don't. I'd rather do something opposite. I watch. You know what I'm watching right now? I'm watching Twitch streamers because I'm trying to get on Twitch. I'm starting my. Oh, oops! Forgot. I told you a secret there, right there. I'm starting a Twitch channel. Okay, I'm on Twitch now. You can see the links down below. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But yeah, if I'm chilling and relaxing, the last thing I want to do is watch other YouTube videos on swimming. It's just, well, why? It's just torture. Like I want to do the complete opposite. So what I've been doing lately is watching Twitch streams, especially on old video games. For example, Final Fantasy VII, the original, and Super Metroid. So I watch like games done quick, or summer games done quick on YouTube, and then I watched it on Twitch as well. So I watch Oats and Goats, and I watch some other streamers, very small streamers, because I'm studying them, how they work, and the work ethic. And you probably know a guy named Moist Critical. He is a very interesting character. I started watching his videos lately. I didn't know who he was, and I thought he was a pretty boring guy when I first saw him on YouTube. I don't know why people were interested in him, but he's getting millions of views. And then I started watching his videos, and then I started watching his Twitch streams and how he interacts with his fans. So I've been watching him lately, and I think he's a cool guy. I like him, and yeah. So that's what I do. I watch Twitch streamers gaming on my free time, not swimming videos. Any advice on coaching adults? Adults compared to kids. Kids, you just tell them what to do. You say, okay, kids, let's do this. Woohoo, let's have fun. For adults, they want to be explained. Okay, you need to explain why we're doing a certain thing. It's like, why do we breathe on our side instead of just breathing on the front? Well, because if we breathe on the front, we start slowing down in front crawl. So we turn to the side and we maintain our speed. They get it. They get it like that. Like, oh, that's why we side breathe. That's why it's worth investing hours and hours and hours trying to turn our bodies to the side and risk getting the water in the pocket of our cheek. So if you don't know, I've been teaching kids and adults throughout the whole summer. And how did I do it? I'll tell you how. They have their own pools. So if you're trying to teach someone and you don't have a pool, find a client that has a private pool. So my clients have pools. They have backyard pools, outdoor pools, condo pools, but not recreation centers. Okay. I used to do that when I first started out. I started right after I quit my lifeguarding career. I started teaching adults in recreation centers and kids, privately. But I pissed off a lot of people. I pissed off a lot of recreation centers. And then eventually I got kicked out of some pools, and then I said, the hell with this. This is stupid. I mean, you're saving money, both of you, because, you get to use a pool for like a drop-in fee. But in the long run, it's just not worth it. Just not. Okay. If you're a swim instructor, make sure you have a client that has their own pool, private pool, where you're allowed to teach them at. Okay. And if they don't have a private pool, you can rent one. Okay. I'm going to tell you how. You go to a website called swimply.com, SWIMPLY.com. And then you can see it's like an Airbnb listing of people's pools that they rent out. Okay. So you can search for pools in your area of the world. So my area is Vancouver. So some clients, they rent pools, and it's very expensive. I'm letting you know, especially in the summertime. But yeah, it's worth it because you get your own pool. Okay. And you don't have to deal with the BS from, like I said, crowds, hordes and hordes of people, especially in summertime. When there's lots of people in the pool, the chlorine amount goes way up. After I swim in a recreation center pool, my skin is burnt from chlorine radiation because there's that smell you smell when you enter a public pool, a recreation center pool. It's the chlorine that's burning the bacteria or the filth in the water. So it's just like it's a chemical reaction is what you're smelling. If you had chlorine powder itself and you just smelled it, took it up to your nose and smelled it, you wouldn't smell anything. But when chlorine reacts with what it's supposed to react with, that's that burning smell, that pool smell. It's doing its job. So that means there's a lot of filth in the water. That's what it's saying. So, yeah, what was I saying? Okay. I'm going on several tangents here. But yeah, the best time to swim is not in the summertime. It's the best time to swim is now, start of fall. Okay. And if you want to teach adults, adults, you make sure that they have their own pool. So either they have their own pool in their house, backyard, or condo, or you just rent one on simply.com. So I hope that answers your question. I remember when you last talked about last video. See if you. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying. If you didn't know, this is my last video on swimming. I'm going to be transitioning this YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more different topics, mostly just like moist critical kind of videos. Okay, because the world needs my help. But I'll get into that a little bit later, okay? I'll talk about that later. Let's keep focusing on swimming, okay? Because this is the last video on swimming. I want to answer your questions on swimming, okay? You taught me to swim. I'm not going anywhere. Why do people think I'm not dying here, okay, folks? There's just no more swimming videos from now on, okay? I wrote the book on swimming. You can get the book. Download it. The link is down below. And yeah, you can take my course if you want and get coaching still from me if you want. But I just don't want to make any more swimming videos. Okay, I'm getting it. The time is right to change. Okay. So yeah, so the last 3 months since the weather's been hot, just teaching nonstop in people's private pools and swimming on my own time in recreation center. And you probably noticed. Wow, Justin, you've got a fantastic body. Thank you very much. Thank you for noticing. What have I been doing? I've been working out a lot. Training. Lots of training. I train 7 days a week, 2 times a day. 1 in the morning, 1 at night. I train. What do I train in? I train boxing. I train calisthenics. I train yoga. I train gymnastics. I train just weight training. Yeah. Muay Thai. Yeah, all that good stuff. What else am I missing? Yeah, and swimming. Oh, yeah, swimming. Yeah, all that. Yeah, so working out a lot, training a lot. And I'll tell you why. If I'm going to teach anybody how to lose weight or get in shape, you better damn have a good looking body. Okay? I don't know why, but I see a lot of personal trainers that should not be personal trainers. Okay, now, hear me out. A boxing coach doesn't have to be like a super fit guy, okay? We all know the story of Mike Tyson. He got taught by Customato. Customato was an elderly man by the time he was coaching Mike Tyson. But he had a very successful boxing career before that. So, for boxing, yeah, and considering his age, you got to let things slide for Customato. But as a personal trainer, you have to be at least physically fit in order to do your job. You got to look the part. Nobody trusts a skinny chef, as they say. Same with a personal trainer. I don't know why people are forking over their hard-earned money on these personal trainers that look like they need personal training. And I'm going to say it right now. I see a lot of overweight, fat, lazy personal trainers that tell people what to do, but they don't walk the walk. I'm telling you. This is my experience from personal trainers. And I got a lot to say about personal training. I got a lot to say about gyms. I got a lot to say about a lot of things. Now, as I said, I train 7 days a week, 2 times a day. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you do this, Justin? How do you accomplish such a feat? And you're probably wondering, why do you have so many bandages and tape? This is from all my injuries, okay? I tore my... Look at this. This one. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. I tore my forearm because I was spinning a barbell. That's one. This one, I injured my wrist doing a one-arm handstand. This one, this finger here, I kind of injured it because I hit the bag a little bit off. I hit it wrong a little bit. So that's why I have that here. And I have some more injuries here and here that are still healing. So I destroy my body after every workout. Destroyed. Okay? If you're wondering if I'm wearing pants, yes I am. Okay? Look, there you go. See this? So I have this tape here because from running. I have an injury from running. Or was it sprinting? Probably sprinting. Okay, I was sprinting and yeah, I just did too much sprinting on concrete. So that's why I have this tape here. So I do a lot of punishment on my body. But like Wolverine, I heal. Oh yeah, baby, I heal. So, if you're going to teach anybody how to get in shape, you better look the part, is what I'm saying. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing the work, so I look the part. So when I make a future video telling you how to get in shape, you're going to listen to what I say, even if the video is on mute, because you know I say what I mean. Look, I say what I mean. Okay? I'm not going to listen to you on how to get six-pack on a six-pack if you have a giant gut. I'm telling you this from what I see out in the field. Personal trainers with big guts trying to teach other people with big guts, bigger guts, how to lose weight. It's BS. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, martial arts. Yeah. Martial arts. Let me tell you something about martial arts. Martial arts. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, my cousins, I had 2 younger cousins, 2 guys, 2 boys. They took Taekwondo lessons. And then I joined them. So I started learning Taekwondo with them. That was my first entry into martial arts. Going to Taekwondo lessons, Taekwondo class, Taekwondo school, dojo. Okay, so it was near my house, so I would bike there pretty much 5 days a week. I show up early, leave late. I like showing up early because I can do my own thing. You know, stretch and work out and hit the bag and talk to the sensei, the teacher, before class. You know, because he's more chill and relaxed. And I see what I saw in my sensei was just a man running his own business. He's just a businessman, just a guy trying to get clients, trying to pay taxes, trying to pay the rent from the facility. That's what I saw in him. I didn't see anything crazy special about him. Like he wasn't some guy. I know some people, martial artists, they look up to their sensei or sifu or teacher like he's a god. But no, my sensei was just a normal businessman, an old Korean guy just trying to make a living. That's all I saw. So I did Taekwondo for quite a while, and I'm going to tell you why I stopped. I did Taekwondo, and then when it came to sparring, I was a white belt. Okay, remember this. When you start off in Taekwondo, you start off as a white belt. Eventually, you graduate to a PhD, which is the black belt. Okay, so I was sparring black belts when I was a white belt. Okay, and I would always beat the black belts. Now, here's why. When you're sparring in Taekwondo, you're not allowed to catch kicks. You're not allowed to really punch the other person. You're not allowed to do a lot of things that you would logically do in a street fight or in a survival mode. Okay? So the black belts, like for example, this kid who had a black belt, 3rd degree, whatever, Dan black belt, he would start kicking me. I would catch his kicks and throw him off. I just, right? Throw him against the wall or something. And then the sensei saw me do it, and he said, "Oh, no, you can't do that." And I'm like, "Why?" It's like, isn't the purpose of sparring to win, to defeat your opponent? And this is my way of defeating my opponent. I'm not going to let him just kick me constantly and just take it. Like, I got to do something. So he was like, "Yeah, you can't do that, Justin." I'm like, "This is..." And then my brain just started waking up. I was like, "This is stupid. If this is what Taekwondo teaches, not to catch kicks, not to do this, not to fight dirty, not to fight for your own survival and let the other person win over you, then what's the point?" So I stopped Taekwondo after I got my green belt. So I went up to green belt, and we did the pumse, the Dan, all that. I did all that. Yeah. But I knew that Taekwondo was useless. Like in real life, how the hell am I gonna beat someone if I'm spinning around like a top? Wee wee wee! Like, this is so. You never turn your eyes off. You never put your eyes off your opponent. Take your eyes off your opponent. Okay, spinning leaves you vulnerable to losing your balance. Duh. Anybody knows that. So why would I start spinning and throwing kicks that can be caught, easily caught? So that ended my Taekwondo journey. Did I really learn much in Taekwondo? Not really. What I did like about Taekwondo school was the stretching machine. We had this stretching machine where you lay down on it, and then you use a crank, king, 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 like this crank, and then it slowly stretches your legs. So I was trying to get middle splits. So that's what I was doing before class. I was playing with the stretching machine, just trying to get the middle splits like Van Damme. And it was torture. That machine was torture, but I enjoyed it. I kept practicing that. If I went up to black belt in Taekwondo, I would have gotten the full middle splits because I used that machine so many times. Okay. And yeah, I was trying to buy one of those machines when I was a kid. But it was like $300 or something more. You had to import it, and I was like, forget it. That ended. Okay, so that was the fun part about Taekwondo. Did I make friends in Taekwondo? Yeah, they were just a bunch of dorks, though. I didn't really keep up with them. Yeah, so green belt. Stopped the green belt. I could have went further, but then I was like, this sparring thing is ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna learn anything if I learn to get hit by my opponent and point. Oh, you can't catch kicks. You can't throw an elbow. You can't headbutt the guy. I'm like, I'm gonna learn a martial art that does that. Then that does let you do that. And guess what martial art does that? Muay Thai. Muay Thai, you can catch kicks. Muay Thai, you can use elbows. Muay Thai, you can use knees. Muay Thai, you can clinch. You can grab your opponent. If you want to go even further, you can go into Lethaway. Lethaway is one step further. So the difference between Muay Thai and Lethaway is that Muay Thai is the art of 8 limbs. So 8 limbs, the fists, the elbows, the knees, and the legs. Okay? Lethaway adds the headbutts on top of that. So that's 9. Boom, headbutt, boom, headbutt. So there you go. If you want to go all the way, learn Lethaway. Okay? If you want to go even further, learn how to use shoulder strikes like Conor McGregor. or butt strikes like Jackie Chan in his old movies. He uses butt. So that's the art of 9, 10, 11, 12. The art of 12. Right there. If you include shoulder strikes, boom, and butt strikes, like Jackie Chan. Jeet Kune Do. Okay, funny you mentioned Jeet Kune Do. The thing about Jeet Kune Do is that Jeet Kune Do worked for Bruce Lee. If you look at Jeet Kune Do now as a school, as a martial art, it's just a bunch of dorks in that field. Like, no offense, but these are guys that I wouldn't want to hang out with or, roll up with in a street fight. Those are the guys. Muay Thai guys, MMA guys are the ones. MMA guys are the real deal. Okay? If you go to MMA gym, those guys. But here's the problem with MMA gyms, especially here in North America, particularly Vancouver, Canada. I went to a lot of MMA gyms and I saw what they do in those gyms. And things that I saw shocked me. Because in these MMA gyms, the people that are sparring or that you're training with, they go full out. Like they bash each other's brains in every session. I'm like, what's the point of like hitting your opponent down or knocking them unconscious? You don't learn anything. They're called your sparring partner, not your sparring opponent. But I don't know, the things I saw in these gyms, I just saw a lot of people doing a lot of bad things just to each other. Just bam, really hitting each other hard, like going full out. That's a no-no in Muay Thai. If you compare MMA gyms, MMA in the West to Muay Thai gyms in the East, particularly in Thailand, they go light. It's the complete opposite. It's night and day, right? It's just light sparring, playful sparring. The object is not to kill your opponent or your partner. The object is to learn, is to practice with each other. It's just like when you see lions. When you see lions out in the field, they're not killing each other. They're not biting each other's heads off. They're just practicing, amongst themselves, their siblings, right? They're play fighting. It looks, from a distance, it looks like they're attacking each other. But if you really know the difference, they're just play fighting. That's what sparring should be. Because you show up at the gym every day, twice a day. How are you going to face your partner the next day when you've already bashed their brains in the previous night? That's a no-no, And yeah, that's why I can't stand MMA gyms in North America, particularly here in Vancouver. There's people. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Okay, if you think I'm lying. Okay, I was at this one gym. I just sat down to observe their sparring. And there was this guy. He was like 300 pounds. Seriously, he was an overweight guy. 300-pound guys. Butterbean type of body. And he was sparring a woman. She weighed probably like 100 pounds, like a typical MMA girl, right? So 5'1", less than 100 pounds. They were sparring, okay? And I saw the whole thing happen. What he did was he just threw an overhand punch, just bam, just knocked her down. And she fell onto the mat, shoulder first. She ended up breaking her shoulder that night. I saw it all unfold. And then she was just escorted to the side and given a nice peck, and that was it. It's like, what the hell? The show goes on. What the hell? Like, this is not how sparring should be. So I had enough. So if I do go back into sparring, it will have to be back in Thailand or back in Korea, or better yet, Singapore. If you want to know where the best place to train MMA in the world is, You probably know this if you're an MMA fighter. The mecca of MMA is... Guess. It's not the United States. Not UFC. No. Not that place. No. USA is big, okay? There's one country. The mecca of MMA. It's Singapore right now. Singapore. 1FC. Evolve MMA gym. Okay? Why Singapore? Singapore... How can I put it? Singapore is a very rich country in Southeast Asia, if you don't know. Okay? They've got the money. And with the money, they can hire the best trainers. So what they do is they import the best trainers from Thailand. So the best MMA, Muay Thai fighters from Thailand, the best BJJ trainers from Brazil. Everybody knows it. Every fighter knows this. All the best fighters come from, well, outside of Singapore. And then Singapore hires them, imports them, pays them to teach their classes and all that. Okay, so all the really good Muay Thai fighters in the past or trainers, they get paid better if they go overseas to Singapore and train over there, and then they send their money back home to their families. That's how it works. And oddly enough, 1FC, which is, to be honest, better than UFC, is located in Singapore because they can afford it. Okay, UAE, United Arab Emirates, is second on my list. Okay, so you probably noticed like a lot of mainstream boxing matches have been taking place in Saudi and UAE. It's because of that Saudi money. So that's why. Let me check the stream. If you can hear me, please let me know. If you can see me, please let me know. And yeah, if you just tuned in, this is my last video on swimming. Okay, I'm transitioning my channel into new areas. Okay, just like PewDiePie. Yeah, I can't be stuck singing the same song every night. Okay, I got a lot to say on a lot of topics outside of swimming in a pool. If you didn't know, okay, one of those areas is fitness, but we were branching off into MMA and fighting for some reason. Okay, so yeah, MMA. If I had to train in one place in the world, it would be Singapore. Evolve MMA. Check that place out. That's a very good gym. Very nice gym. Very nice gym. It's just, yeah, you can't get that kind of quality here in Vancouver. No. It's like in Vancouver, you either like, you pay for a boxing gym, you pay for an MMA gym. But yeah, no. It's too expensive and they lock you into contracts and the quality's not there and the sparring partners just want to kill you. So, yeah. That's why. So what have I been doing then? So I train on my own. Okay. There's nothing that says you can train on your own. I mean, Bruce Lee trained on his own. Yes, he dabbled with his students, you know, in terms of sparring and all that. But most of his training was done solo. So, for example, he did his own road work. He had his own bag work. He had his own equipment that he trained with, his weights and machines and his diet. And then the things that he practiced, his skills. Which brings me to, yeah, okay, fitness. Okay, again, I keep telling you this. 5 elements of fitness are, you probably know, I already told you this. Stamina. Stamina's first. Stretching, second. Speed, third. Strength, fourth. And then skills, fifth, okay? You need stamina. Running. You need stretching, okay? In order to move your body freely Speed. You need to develop speed in order to throw a punch or throw a kick. Strength. You need strength behind that punch or kick or headbutt. And skills. You need to learn how to throw a proper combination when you're trying to learn something like boxing or MMA or whatever it is that you choose. Okay? So you put it all together, and that's fitness in my book. In my book. Okay. So, yeah. Fitness. So, yeah, going back to swimming. Yeah, I've been teaching a lot of my clients. It's very hot these days, by the way. And that was one of the reasons why I shaved my head. So I wouldn't have to wear a swim cap, okay? All right. Floyd Mayweather versus Bruce Lee. Oh, please, these hypothetical fights. Okay. If it was a boxing match, of course, Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather, because that's their specialty. Okay. But when it comes to real street fighting, yeah, Bruce Lee would win. Duh. Okay. What people keep forgetting. In a real street fight, there are no rules. There's no ring. There's no, you can't do this or that. Watch Bruce Lee's old video on how his demonstration, right? He's just said it. There's the finger jab. There's the back fist to the groin. All these things you can't do in boxing. Duh. You can bite your opponent. You forgot. Look at it, when you watch Bruce Lee's movies, his teachings, you better train every part of your body. Every part is what he said. But yeah, back to swimming. Ask your questions on swimming because this is it. This is the last video. Oh no, Justin, why are you leaving us? Why don't you help me with my swimming? Hey, watch my old videos. Download my ebook, okay? That'll help you. Take my course. You can still sign up for lessons. I will still be here, but I'll be making new content as a creator. I have to. Okay, please. And if I lose subscribers, if I lose viewers, that's so be it, okay? There will always be new people coming in. So I'm not worried. But as a courtesy, I'm letting you know that this is it. This is the end of swimming videos on this channel. I'm going to be transitioning. Okay, so what am I transitioning into? Well, fitness is one. Social commentary will be another. Okay, I can't be in the pool filming with a GoPro for the rest of my life. I can't see myself doing that, okay? But I can see myself sitting in a chair in front of a microphone and camera like this setup, and making entertaining videos for you. That's what I like. That's what I think I can do for quite a while. Okay, and then guys like PewDiePie, Moist Critical, other guys, other YouTubers, Twitch streamers, if they can do it, hey, I can do it. I can do it. And by the way, I have a Twitch channel, so I'm gonna be doing my first Twitch stream real soon. If you're probably wondering what the format's gonna be, it's gonna be like this. I'm chatting with you guys, answering your questions, and it's kind of like XQC and Moist Critical, just chatting topics. So just scouring the internet, browsing through YouTube videos and Reddit forums and all that. We'll talk about a lot of things. For example, stabbings in public. I don't know, assaults. I don't know. That's a big topic here. Unaffordable housing. I don't know, the China crisis in China. I don't know, whatever's going on in Korea. The war in Russia. The war on free speech. All of that good stuff. We'll talk all about that. And I'll give you my perspective on all that too. Changed a lot of my stroke and breathing. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad to help you. I had a what was it? This kid. I'll tell you about this funny story, this swimming story. I had this parent, and she was very concerned for her her daughter. Her daughter's like 5 years old, 6 years old. She is freaked out by the water. She's really scared of the water, and I always ask the parent what made the child so scared of the water. I already know the answer. The child had a near death, near drowning experience in the past. Okay, she was underneath the water and she started drinking water or something up her nose or something. So I was teaching this little girl. She was decked out. I don't know why parents do it. They deck their little kids with these shoulder pads. These floating shoulder pads. Get in the way of your arms. They're so cumbersome. You can't use them when you're trying to swim. Okay, they just help you float on top of the water, but that's it. Okay, you can't move your arms when you're wearing these giant air shoulder pads. Okay, so this kid had shoulder pads and she had goggles and she was shaking, nervously. And you're probably wondering what did you do, Justin? It's like, oh, just play. The kids, you don't just, they're not like a dog that you train on command. Like, okay, sit, shake a paw. All right, go fetch. No. With kids, you have to earn their trust. How do you earn their trust? You just play with them. So if I play with the kid for an hour in the shallow end, that's our lesson. Just play. How do you play? Blow bubbles, splash the water, kick our feet a little bit, all in the safety of the shallow end. The worst thing you want to do as an instructor is grab the child's head and then force it underneath the water, then give them the most traumatic experience of their life that will stay with them for many, many years. I had students, they're in their 40s and 50s. They told me about their traumatic experience when they were a child, and they never learned swimming after that because their uncle or their cousin or their brother, father dunked their head and threw them in the deep end and forced them to learn how to swim. And they didn't. That doesn't work. That does not work, if you're wondering. So I just play with them, especially when they're scared. When they're really scared of the water, just play. Play games, sing songs. I asked them to sing a song. Can you sing a song for us? They don't know any songs. Okay, can you sing ABC? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. They think they sing the whole song. I said, can you sing? Wow, great job. Can you sing it more? You just earn their trust. And then eventually, on the second or third lesson, their whole face is in the water. They're kicking. They can't wait to get back in the water and do some more. That's how you learn. That's how you teach a kid who's really scared. Play. Have fun. Not everything is like black and white. Check mark on the check. Do front kick. Checklist. Oh, okay. Arms not. You can be so critical, but at the end of the day, you can't expect a lot from someone who's trying to learn how to swim from the beginning. Okay, there's so many things going on in their head. Okay, so be patient and have fun is what I'm saying. So that was an interesting student, and a lot of adults are asking me, what should I do if my child drowns in the water? Should I jump in and save him? And I said, no. I know you love your child, but that's the worst thing you want to do. Why? Because if you don't know how to swim, these are coming from parents that don't know how to swim. If you don't know how to swim, then someone else has to jump in and save your ass as well. So if you're a parent, you don't know how to swim, the last thing you want to do is jump in the water and save your child. Okay? You throw them something to grab onto, a floaty thing. That's why lifeguards have those giant floating things. Okay? When they're monitoring the pool, you throw it at the person who's drowning. Why? Because the person who's drowning is in panic mode. And I don't care how small the person is. When they start fighting for survival, they get really strong. They start clawing and kicking you and pulling you down. They will pull you under like an anchor so fast. You don't know that you underestimate the power of kids, how strong they can get when they fear for their lives. So you throw them something. You throw them something to float on, okay? Or you can just grab a long stick or long pole and reach through, okay? And reach it out, extend it to them and say, grab onto the pole, okay? Make sure that you have a good footing, okay? You don't slip on wet pool decks, okay? When you have the pole, okay? And you just reel them in slowly, okay? Use a rope if you want, reel them in, okay? Think about your own survival first, okay? Don't be a superhero, okay? It's not going to work, especially if you don't know how to swim. I know how to swim, and I know that I'm not going to jump in the water. If it's a kid or like a 500-pound man, I know that they have the power to pull me down, okay? And what's going to happen is, even if I do rescue that person using my arms and legs, I'm going to be underneath the water. I'm going to be sculling to the side of the pool deck throughout the entire rescue. It sucks. It sucks. I've done it before. It sucks. You don't want to do it. I don't care if you're a bystander or a lifeguard. You don't want to rescue a person with your own hands and feet. It sucks because they push you down so they can breathe up there, and you got to be underneath the water and scull, and you're wearing clothing, which is much more difficult, okay, for your swim. It sucks. You're going to be drinking a lot of pool water, even though you're a competent swimmer, because, again, it's a long swim from the person who's drowning to the side of the pool. So, oh my God. Don't do it. Please, just don't do it, okay? Just don't jump in. Throw them something. Make sure they grab onto something, and then reel them in, okay? Safely. Please, okay? Even if you do know how to swim. Yeah. So, expect Twitch streams coming. I gotta set that up. Okay. And social commentaries. Like Moist Critical. I like that guy. I don't know. I like him. He's a cool guy. And oh yeah, I forgot to say. Caveat. Teaching swimming, making swimming videos is a very safe topic. You can't really offend anyone. But if you give your own personal opinion on like social issues, on topics that people can just disagree upon, you end up offending a lot of people. A lot. And I got a lot of opinions. If I say them, they're going to offend people, even you. But we'll get around that. These things need to be said because I'm seeing a lot of problems around me, social problems. We all see it. And I can give you my honest take on how I can overcome these problems. Because I think differently. I know that I knew from a very young age, when I was in like, what was it? Grade school, like grade 1. I knew from the beginning, like a lot of things in life are bullshit. The food we eat, the schools we go to, the jobs that we work, the things we buy, the people we have to be around, the things we have to do in life. A lot of it is wrong. A lot of it. A lot. I'll tell you one. One story. My mom, bless her heart. Okay. This is when I was a kid, little kid. My mom and dad split up when I was a little kid. Okay. So there was nobody to do the mom's job because my mom had to become my dad, the breadwinner. My mom had to go work jobs so that she could put food on our table, pay the rent, all that. So I would go to school with no lunch because I had no food prepared. I was a little kid. Okay. Hey, I was in grade school, okay? All I knew how to make back then was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, okay? And I ate those. I made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and liner ham sandwich with mayonnaise. I ate those and I got sick of eating those every lunch. So eventually I had to buy my own lunch. So our school had a cafeteria. And I had to buy the food that was there. And all they had for us to eat was just disgusting cafeteria food. Not suitable for any human, let alone little children growing up. I'm talking about candy bars, giant bottles of Coke, fried whatever they served. I don't know what it was. Hot dogs. Hot dogs was one. Hot dogs, just hamburger that was like worse than like convenience store hamburgers, like very little meat patty and just giant bread and tons of sauce. French fries. They always had French fries. And these were made daily. These were prepared by mothers, middle-aged women. Like the typical cook lady. And this was awful food. I kept getting sick every day. I kept getting sick. I couldn't concentrate. My stomach kept hurting. I just, I couldn't perform in class and in sports. I just kept getting headaches. I had a lot of like stomach problems when I was a kid. And it was because I was eating all this crap food. So all this French fries, all this Coke, all these candy bars. And then after school, as kids, where would we all end up? We would all end up at 7-Eleven. What would we eat? The same stuff. Giant Slurpee, big gulp, candy bar, sour kids. Lots of sour kids. Lots and lots of sour kids. Candy. And then we go home and eat. And there was no food for us to eat because my mom was busy working. So I had to learn how to cook by myself. And what did I cook? Instant ramen and more peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So basically, I was sick a lot when I was a young kid because I put my health in other people's hands. It was not until I said, this is bullshit, I need a cook, and I need the right food to eat, that I started getting better. Unfortunately, it wasn't until many, many years later that I realized this. Okay. Started cooking my own food, started shopping for my own food, groceries. I learned about fasting, intermittent fasting. I learned about keto diet. Keto diet's good, but I disagree with their take on eating bread and rice and a little bit of carbs is fine, especially when you're a boxer or a fighter. You need a little bit of carbs for performance. So I'm going to share you a lot more of these stories, the things that I learned on my fitness journey. Okay, that'll save you a lot of headache. And dispel a lot of this information that I see online these days that other people are preaching on what fitness truly is. Because what you see, I don't know why these kids are eating this crap, or when it comes to food or information, videos, TikToks, and all that. There's a lot of misinformation. A lot is what I can say online about fitness. What true fitness is. True fitness. Okay? And you can't blame them. I was almost down the path of most of these people. But fortunately, I think for myself. I'm a smart guy. I think for myself. I can see the bullshit very easily. I can read it. I learned it. I learned this talent at a very young age, and I'm going to share this with you. I learned it when I was learning swimming, and I taught. You see my take on swimming. It's very unique. It's very different. And by the way, I have a lot of enemies in the swimming world. A lot of people. A lot of enemies. It's just funny. It's funny. I don't hate anyone in real life. Don't really hate anyone. Because hate requires energy. Okay? You burn calories when you're thinking of something intensely. Whether you love something, like for me, boxing, or you hate something, like, I don't know. You hate housing prices these days. It takes a lot of energy, whether you love or hate something. So I choose not to hate. Save energy. That's better than spending it recklessly. So I know a lot of people in the swimming community hate me for what I say, the things that I say. I know. Because they come from a competitive swimming background, a swim club background. They come from institutional background. And I did as well. I came from lifeguarding schools. I came from swim schools. But I saw their bullshit. I saw the things that were not really necessary. So, for example, a lot of swim instructors advocate that you should learn how to do a star float. And I say, no, you don't need to learn a star float. So, but that's the first thing we learn in the book of swimming. Like, throw the book out then. Everyone's buoyancy is different. Okay? If I was a fat guy, no problem. I can float all day long because the fat floats. Unfortunately, muscle sinks. So every time I try to do a full 5-point starfish in the water, I sink. It's just a fact. Okay? Dense muscle sinks. But you need to. No, you don't. I had one student. He was a little child. He was scared of the water. I said, what happened? I was like, oh, well, the instructor the first day tried to push his head underneath the water and make him look into the water without goggles. I said, what? Without goggles? And he said, yeah, that was the first thing he had to learn. Learn how to see in the water, underneath the water, without goggles. I said, what the hell is that? Like, do you learn how to drive without a windshield? No. You need goggles to protect your eyes from the chlorine. Imagine, I don't know if you know this, but the chlorine sticks to your skin. It sticks to your eyeballs after a session. It burns your eyeballs if you get chlorine in your eyes. That film. You have to... For me, I have very sensitive skin. And if I spend hours in the pool, especially recreation pool, I get like I develop a film of chlorine powder, right? That attaches to my skin. No matter how hard I scrub, I have to take at least 2 showers after every session. Because I know that after one scrub, there's still a little bit of chlorine residue on my skin. So I have to take a second shower that night in order to get rid of that film. And then even more if necessary. That's a fun fact. I take multiple showers. It's not fun. So yeah, I have to take a lot of showers in order to get rid of that chlorine. So I always wear goggles when I'm in the pool. I don't know why this instructor was telling this kid to open their eyes in chlorinated water. That's the first lesson? No, thank you. That's going to hurt your eyes. You have to always wear goggles. Protect your eyes. Protect yourself. Another woman was like, do I have to wear a bikini? I'm like, no, you can wear whatever you want to the pool. Don't let anyone tell you what to wear when you're swimming. When I teach, I wear a full sleeved, dry fit compression shirt. black. Why? Because I don't want to freeze, first of all, and I want to look professional. I don't want to show off my muscles in front of kids or adults. I don't need to. I'm not at the beach. I'm here to teach. So I wear a full sleeve black dry fit compression shirt when I'm teaching, and I wear board shorts when I'm teaching. If I'm swimming, then I'll wear my jammers because I want to swim for a long time. I don't want any drag. And I choose whether to wear a shirt or not. So if you're a guy or girl, if you're conscious of your body, don't listen to anybody. Okay, just wear whatever you want. Bring whatever you want to wear to the pool. What I do recommend is not wearing cotton, because cotton absorbs all the water, obviously, and it's going to make you slow. Okay, especially when you're trying to move in the water. If you're just going to sit there and relax, yeah, wear cotton. But if you're trying to move from A to B, wear dry fit. Like, wear some compression clothing, because it's closer to your skin and help you swim better. Okay, if you're conscious of your body, is what I'm saying. And there you go. That's done. So what did I mention so far? Yeah, I'm transitioning this channel from swimming into more areas for content, just like PewDiePie. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch. That's another. So yeah, if you don't know where my Twitch channel is, click the link down below, the link tree. All the links are there. I'm gonna be making controversial videos, opinionated videos, because if you have an opinion, you're gonna piss off someone. If you say I like chocolate and someone is a vanilla lover, you're gonna offend the vanilla lover for some reason. There's a lot of people. Oh my god, how could you say, how dare you like chocolate? I like vanilla. Vanilla's better. Sorry, I like chocolate. Have a great day. By the way, if someone is trying to argue with you, just say, okay, have a great day. They have nothing else to say. They can't say anything else. Just say, okay, have a great day. That's it. Kill them with kindness. Vanilla. Okay, have a great day. Yeah, arguing is useless. It's a waste of energy. Just like hating others, hating people. It's a waste of energy. Okay? Jiu-jitsu them. Aikido them, okay? Just say, okay, have a great day. And then walk away. They have nothing else to say. There's no point. I'm interested in people that want to listen. And those people usually want to have a conversation. They want to learn something from me, or they want to have a conversation with me. Those are the people I stick around with. Right? Keep that in mind, okay? Don't argue online. Don't argue in person with strangers. It's just a waste of... I don't know why. I see all this drama and back and forth arguing and fighting online and in person. I don't know. It's just so silly to me. Waste of energy. It's like, come on, where is this Star Trek world that we were promised? You know, where there's no more poverty, no more fighting, just learning and exploration. To boldly go where no one has gone before. That's the world I'm waiting to live in. You know, I want to live in that kind of world. Picard. But instead, we're still reduced to just what is it? This. We haven't made any progress in the last 20 years. It's probably these giant tech companies. They're doing it to us. Making us dumber. Dumber and dumber and dumber. And making us more hateful, irritated, annoyed. Rich getting richer, poor getting poorer, all of that stuff. All that stuff. So I'll be talking a lot a lot of social topics from now on, and fitness. I just subbed to your channel last week. You are a cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Thank you very much, sir. I will stay around. I will be around. If you didn't know, I'm just transitioning. Okay, just making a few changes on this channel. And all the links are down below. Check them out. Check them out. Starting, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. So, yeah, having a conversation format like Moist Critical, just chatting, XQC, kind of chatting, talking a lot of topics. You know, what's going on in the world. Explore YouTube and all that. YouTube, Google, Reddit. Oh, Reddit. Reddit. Training, all of that good stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of fun, okay? Now's the time. I mean, it's August 30th. It's almost September 1st. New season. New chapter in my life. It's time. It is time to move on. I cannot play my greatest hits every day on stage. What happened to all your non-swimming videos? They're still up. You can still watch them. You can watch the hair transplant videos, watch the Korean videos, you can watch the music videos, the guitar videos. It's still up. And these were all chapters in my life. Okay? It's like back then, all I wanted to do was just upload my videos on my band on YouTube. Didn't really care. Then transitioned into Korean videos because I was in Korea at the time. Transitioned into guitar videos because that's what I do. I play guitar all the time, so I might as well teach some people how to play guitar. Then it transitioned into what was that? Swimming videos. Yeah. Swimming caught on. A lot of people were watching my swimming videos. I was like, oh, okay, I'll make some more swimming videos since people love to watch them. So okay. And then what else? Yeah, hair transplant. Because there weren't any videos online at the time that really showed a hair transplant in Korea. And I wanted to document that for you guys so you can see what it's like firsthand. It helped out a lot of guys. You can see my hair transplant. You can see it. You can see what they did. So they poked a lot of holes in my head. Here, and here. For you all to see, to enjoy. Do I regret getting a hair transplant? No, not really. I mean, see for yourself. I think it looks cool. Was I conscious about my receding hairline? Yeah, because I had long hair. But now that I have short hair, or no hair, I don't really care. I don't care anymore, actually. If you don't know, I had long hair. I've done all kinds of hairstyles throughout my life. I colored my hair like a K-pop star. I had long wavy hair like a girl. I had all types of hairstyles. I'm just telling you that hair is for women. Women go to hair salons, not men. Men, if you're a man, you don't need to go to a hair salon. You just cut your own hair and just take clippers and done. Okay? No more intense like shampoo and conditioning my hair. No more hairspray, no more gel, no more wax, no more wave perm, no more hair coloring. Oh my god. Sounds like a woman. Oh, that leads us into our new topic. I want to help you guys. A lot of people need my help. And I want to help you guys in life, especially the men. There's a lot of things being said online, and we all feel it in person, in life. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are sad. A lot of people are angry. A lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people feel helpless. I'm here to say that I'm on your side, okay? I am on your side. I'm here to help you. Like a father loves his child, he only wants the best for him or her. I'm going to say a lot of things that you may disagree upon, but you'll know that it's the truth. Like a father teaching his child. And he does it out of love because he only wants the person to be the best version of him or herself. Be better. Be a better person. And a lot of people, I see a lot of things online and in real life that are just not going well. Not going well at all. And I'm going to restore that balance through my new videos, my new content to you. Stay tuned for it. Okay? You're like, what are you saying, Justin? I just subscribed to your channel so I can learn how to swim this summer. What is all this mumbo jumbo? Hey, there's more layers to this cake, okay? What can I say? Do I drum? Yes and no. I don't have a drum kit to practice this with, but I do this in my spare time. I wish I had a drum set right now, but I would bang the living crap out of it and just annoy all my neighbors. So you need to get a soundproof room. So, yeah, if you want to know my Twitch channel and my Rumble and Odyssey. Oh, by the way, I got a new Rumble. I got a new Odyssey. I'm setting up those channels because, yeah, the new content I'm going to be making, I want to diversify, and in case I get canceled or banned on one platform for what I'm going to say. I like chocolate. Oh my god. Let's cancel Justin. Says all the vanilla lovers. Oh my god, Justin said he likes chocolate. Oh my god. Let's cancel him. Says all the vanilla lovers. Okay, have a great day. Love you, bye-bye. Oh boy, I wonder. I will look back on this video in this moment and say, okay, remember it started here. Okay, you know, when I get really popular and I get banned or get canceled, cancel culture comes after me. It's all going to start with this video. Okay, they're all going to say, "Oh my god, I can't believe Justin said that. I'm so offended. Let's cancel him. Let's delete his channel." Come on, guys. Come on. Take it easy, okay? Take it easy. As long as we're not hurting anyone physically, you know, as long as we're not trying to make the world worse, you know, I believe that everyone can say whatever they want. Okay, I like dogs. Oh my god. He said he likes dogs. Says the cat lover. No, how dare you? Come on. If I'm hurting dogs, then that's a different story. That should not be allowed. Hurting dogs is bad. Loving dogs versus over cats, that's an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. Okay, so be it. Great. You like dogs. If I like chocolate, okay. Okay, Justin likes chocolate over vanilla. Newsflash. This just in. Justin likes chocolate over vanilla. How dare he? We should cancel him. We should all gather, light torches, burn him at the stake. Says all the vanilla lovers. So as long as we're not hurting anyone, as long as we're not making the world worse, yeah. With growth, I think of it this way: growth, improvement, self-improvement, making things better. I think of a flower. Now, when you think of a flower, you see, oh, that flower, it looks so beautiful, just like basking in the sunlight, the colors it produces and the leaves and all that. What I see is something that's alive, that's constantly in pain. If I had a magic wand and I can grant the flower the ability to speak, the plant or the flower would be screaming in agony. Because when you look at the plant or the flower, it's constantly growing. It's constantly shifting. It's like its limbs are being stretched out. Like, oh my God. And it's being attacked from all sides. From the weather, from bugs crawling up and down, just people stepping on it. I don't know, people ripping its berries and leaves off of it, plucking it from the ground, ripping it. It's just a flower, but to me, I see something that's constantly in pain and agony. But that's the price it has to pay in order to be beautiful. It's just like a tree. Okay? The oldest trees that you see, they have the strongest roots, but they've gone through all that pain. The trees that didn't make it were the ones that were blown down by the wind, by eaten alive by bugs, chopped down by people or animals. So when I think of a tree, I think of the same thing. It's just constantly in pain, but that pain makes the tree stronger. So you're going to probably disagree. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with this statement. I think that people should train 7 days a week. Everyone. Oh my God. Chocolate. Oh my God, chocolate. He said he likes chocolate. Yeah, I think that everyone should train 7 days a week. Why? We are awake 7 days a week. We should move our bodies 7 days a week. Now, when I say training, I'm not saying like we should do heavy squats, 1 rep max every day. No. Training can be going for a walk. Training can be stretching your legs out, arms out, neck out. Training can be just like hitting the bag for 15 minutes. Training can be, lifting a dumbbell 10 times. Or training can be like me, like training twice a day, 2 hours each session. Intense, sweating off my brow, wiping sweat off my brow constantly. But I think rest days are bullshit. I don't think anyone should have a rest day. There's no such thing as a rest day. I think there's a rest period. We should all have a rest period, and that's when we're sleeping. That's our rest period. 8 hours of sleep is a rest period. We should all have a rest period every day. But rest for training, rest day, no, I don't think so. Unless maybe you had surgery or a serious injury, a car accident or something, yeah, that's an exception. But if you're a fully functioning human being, you should be able to train 7 days a week. Yeah, you should. You should. Why? Because if you're not, then someone else out there in the world is training 7 days a week. And that person is me. You're looking at him. I'm training 7 days a week. I'm fine. I think of it this way. Pain, a tree is constantly in pain. A flower is constantly in pain. A human should be experiencing pain every day. Constant pain, at least physical pain. Mental pain is worse. Well, I got a lot to say about mental pain. A lot of things. You want to know mental pain? Oh, you haven't experienced mental pain like I have. Real mental pain. Relationships. That's a real pain. The dynamics between men and women. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to offend a lot of people with what I have to say about that. A lot of women are going to be like, ah! A lot of men are going to be like, ah! And a lot of vanilla lovers are going to be, oh, chocolate, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you say that, chocolate? So, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a really fun experiment. So stay tuned. Okay, so I gotta pee. And yeah, I think it's about time to end this live stream. So yeah, in some summary, this is the last video for me on the topic of swimming. I hope that I've helped you out a lot. And expect new content, new stuff, a new chapter for me in this channel. And where we go from here, you're the first ones to see it happen. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is at the bottom of this video, click on the link below, the link tree. Click on that. It'll take you to all my new channels and all that. So please subscribe to them and stay tuned for new videos. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off now. Take care, everyone. Love you. Bye bye.